the first trip to the stripe in this one. That's good from Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Now here's James. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Aaron Davis picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Denver. He takes it in, and it's slammed in by Davis.
That is Baron Davis at his best, taking it right to the rack and going at defenders.
James dishes to Young. That one goes in.
Love seeing teammates in sync like that, reading each other's movement extremely well.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Jackson against Jones. Pass to Hardaway. To the inside. Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
From deep, James hits the three-point bomb. James has got 5 points.
Getting all the space he needs with the pick and roll.
Outside Hardaway. Camby sets the screen for Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the high post. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jones from outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
No matter what the circumstance, he seems very comfortable letting it fly.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jackson passes to Hardaway. Camby the screen to the middle. And slam dunk by Camby.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
To the paint, here's Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Yao with a screen on Davis, and that one's good. James.
Boy, Yao used all of his body there setting that screen.
James against Davis. Fires for 3, sinks the triple. Davis has got his second basket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Lopez, he's checked in for Lee Nalen. And Denver with a change here too. TJ Ford, he's checked in for Davis. Here's early, guarded by Hardaway. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now Ford. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Ford.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
James, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
On the wing, Jackson. James defending. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Juwan Howard's checked in for Denver. Now, here is Ford. No scoring in this one. Outside Gibson. Pass to Ford. Launches it. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Bang, bang. That's being shot ready.
The Rockets trail. Jones with the screen on Ford. Looking to end the run. And It's James missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
This one for three. Another three for Denver.
Oh, in good form from distance.
Timeout called the Rockets. Mobley, he's checked in for the Rockets. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. Jones sets the pick for Lopez. Knocks down the three ball.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Nuggets?
Ford against Lopez. Inside, Howard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Yao with a screen on Ford. There's Lopez with the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Driving in, Yao with the block.
At 7'6", Yao is a huge shot blocking threat. Got to be careful shooting when he's roaming nearby. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
Here is Ford, following the score by Houston. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Jackson against Mobley. That three off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Jackson passes to Campbell. Here's Gibson, and he drives in. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gibson's got his second basket of the night.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Rockets ahead, leading. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Outside Hardaway. The rebound by James.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And the dunk by James.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
6 on the shot clock. Here's the three. They get it back. Here's Singleton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Singleton's got his first basket of the night.
And that was a very close look.
James looking around. Pass to Rice. Hardaway with the steal. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Yeah, there's something not quite right with him. Have to use that timeout and get him some medical attention.
And the Rockets making a change here. Nalon's checked in. Davis is checked in for the Nuggets. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Fires the three. Hardaway kicks to Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
That is unreal. Davis, one of the most explosive athletes in the league.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Houston. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for him in the playoffs so far. They've only dropped 2 games.
And they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
Here's Hardaway. It's on target from the high post. Houston leading by 3. Outside, James. From the arc, 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Singleton, and the shot goes in. Singleton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice distributing from Davis there. Excellent job reading the defense and finding the open teammate.
Lopez from long range. Rebound by Singleton. The Nuggets trail by 4. Davis, the pass to Singleton. 11 feet away, and there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Howard. Davis has got 9.
Savvy pass, moving the ball to the person with the best shot on the floor.
And Houston again with the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Howard with a screen on Lopez. Hardaway with a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Timeout called, the Rockets. For the Nuggets, Gibson's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Hardaway. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. James against Ford. Outside, James. And the 3 off target. Denver's gone 4 of 6 from outside the arc tonight. It's blocked. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Boy, these guys are cooking, and we're seeing it right now on a hot streak.
Pass to Ford, and stolen by James. 3 on 3. Jones with it. Now guarded by Gibson. Ellis against Jackson. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. Excellent feed from Baron Davis that time.
From deep, James. Denver grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jackson has the open look. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight. Takes a 3, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Here we go. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Jackson kicks to Davis. Poked away. It's stolen by Early. Outside, James. And another 3 for Houston.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Right side, Davis. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
I like to see Davis shoot it from there. Very effective in the mid-range.
Nail on a screen on 4. Here's James, and Gibson sends it down, and they're able to recover. Nail on a screen on 4. Shot clock at 6. They get it again. Pass to Early. For the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Early's got a pair of triples in the second now for Houston. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Hesty out. Shoots from 14. Jones, no one around him. Sinks the three-pointer. Jones has got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets.
And the big man Yao surveying the floor well. Good job spotting the open man.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
The assisted basket. Coaches love those. Shows your offense is running well.
Nail on a screen on Davis. Here's James. And the shot falls short this time. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Hardaway. No good with the layup.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
James outside. There's the triple. Rebound, Davis. And so it's Davis who'll bring the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I think it's a point of emphasis for this coach, getting to the line where you can pile up some freebies and set your defense.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Rockets leading by 7. And here is James. He's got 31. Good on the three-point shot. James has got 34 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. On defense, the Rockets, 10-point lead. Outside Hardaway. Camby sets the screen for Hardaway. Rocket 6. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Yao with a screen on Davis. The drive by James. And the dunk by James.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it. Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulder. He's been tremendous offensively.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both free throws good from James.
Cashing in on these trips is a crucial part of any game plan. Free throws can add up fast.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by James. Drives to the hoop and the dunk by James.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Nail it. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Boy, they got a clean look there.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Outside, Davis. Pass to Gibson. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. That's good from Davis on the assist from Hardaway. Davis has got 13 points.
On the other side of a crisp pass this time. Barron nailing the jump shot.
James in the high post. Davis is on it. Offensive rebound. And there's the call on Yao. That's his first foul. Lopez, he's checked in for Lee Naylor. And Denver also making a switch. Ford's checked in. Gibson against Jones. Down low. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Pass to Campbell. Here's Ford. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Ford's got his third bucket of the night. Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston leading by 9. 1:58 left here in the third quarter. That shot wide open. James has got 14 points here in the second half.
Looking dangerous from deep.
Pass to Campbell. Here's Ford. Right wing. Here's Hardaway. Lopez covering. To the middle. Here's Camby, and slam dunk by Camby.
Oh, a sweet jam. He really stuffed that one in.
Rockets have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. There's Lopez with the 3, rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Substitution on the field.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Ford passes to Singleton. Outside Hardaway. Fires it up. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Hardaway has got 7 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut back down to 8. An important basket there from 4.
And these guys can put on a dribbling clinic out there.
James with it. And it's Howard picking him up. Nice shot by James.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
James against Ford. Outside Jackson. Howard setting the pick for Jackson. Good on the triple. Jackson's got 7 points for the quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this game.
And so it's Houston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Nuggets trail by 10. But with the ball. And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Just 5 on the clock. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And it's good. 2 points.
And he's a shoot-first kind of player. And when Davis is on, well, he keeps after it on offense.
Ellis with the screen for Lopez. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The three. And another three for Houston. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Lopez from long range. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes. Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Nalon's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 13.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Yao checked in for the Rockets. And a switcher also for Denver. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Singleton. Lopez dishes to Yao. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Rockets lead by 15. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Nalen over Gibson. And that one hits back iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the layup's good off the glass.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Chalk up 2 there. Yao's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just what we want to see from Yao, setting solid screens and helping out.
Pass to Ford. Back to Davis. The basket good off the assist from Ford. Ford's got 3 assists in the game. Nalon a screen on 4. Lopez from long range. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts. Timeout called, Nuggets.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
A different look for Denver. Jackson comes in for Howard. Hardaway is subbed in for TJ Ford. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listen. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. The 3 from Davis. Bangs home the trifecta. Davis has got 22.
Davis is a fantastic deep ball shooter, torching defenses with his perimeter game.
And James throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Jones from outside. Nailed from three-point land. And the Rockets lead by 14.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Camby passes to Davis. 1:57 left to play here in the fourth. Tries again. And the rejection by James. Here's Yao. Hardaway with the steal. Outside Davis. Out to Hardaway. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
James against Davis. Jones sets the pick for James. Poke loose. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it back. 1:19 left in the fourth. Good, he hits again.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Shots good by Gibson.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Rockets.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in 5, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
For the Rockets, Ellis is checked in for Yao. Taylor comes in for Jones. And it's Mobley in for Early. James, rebound by the Nuggets.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And the shot's good from Nene. And it's the Rockets with the ball. 8-point game. Pass to Ellis. Outside, Taylor. Over Nene. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. James against Ford. From deep three-point land. No good. And so the Houston Rockets win the series and will move on. And eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And, Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round 2, this series should have erased any of those doubts. A convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.
Traffic with that now on static, can get tragic. Told them they don't want no get so drastic. Shaka be that thing, he got magic. I don't cause they too fake. I put Boogie on recording off of too fake. For a roommate, I called her, told her, say it's too late. I remember having on the E-way. Landing 22 call, I do a down, she using eBay. OTF, I use it each way. OTF, HETF with new lay. I used to ride the 4, the ops was on the 2 tray. Don't call my phone no more, you not my boo thing. Don't call my phone no more, I'm having mood swings. Riding with that, that's my goonie. I be in my zone, I'm in my 2-3. I used to thought I was loopy. It's me and rockin' dirt, 2 deep. And yeah, we come in peace, don't want no drama. But when it come to defense, we got. And when they come to. They don't know low-key, yeah, I'm a roster. Paddock on my wrist, that's a bust down. All I know is get it up from uptown. That's from stuck down. Only because I'm up now. Only because I'm up now. She was with you first, but she with us now. All this LA, be bust down. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Let me find out. Oh, you let me find out. Nowadays I get you lying now. Nowadays be out of line.
Esto es demasiado fancy, demasiado flow. No es pa' que te canse, pa' que le dé con todo. Tú sientes algo raro o algo bien loco. Esto es pa' que dance, pa' que le dé con todo. Esto es pa' que... Esto es pa' que... Esto es pa' que... Ay, ay, esto es pa' que... Ay. Esto es pa' que... Esto es pa' que... Esto es pa' que dance, dance. Tú sientes una Rocky que te pone. A el que no quiera bailar porque traiga una silla. Le damos con todo, skish, skish, qué maravilla. Pa' los que bailan mucho trajimos la camilla. La gente que se queje pase a la otra ventanilla. Esto pa' qué. Pa' qué. Es que esto pa' qué. Pa' qué. Esto pa' qué. Los pasitos prohibidos. Traigan los bomberos. Que se queme el edificio. Si se queme el edificio. El techo de la vecina está prendido. Avísale bien rápido para que no te haga un lío. Para que se te tranquila. Que hoy amanecemos y después vamos para el río. Esto es demasiado fancy. Demasiado flow. No es para que te canse. Es para que le dé con todo. Es que tú sientes algo raro, algo bien loco. Esto pa' que dance, pa' que le dé con todo. Es que esto pa' que, pa' que, es que esto pa' que, pa' que, esto pa' que, pa' que, es que esto pa' que, esto pa' que dance, 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 dance.
Two Western teams have run the gauntlet. Only one can emerge victorious to claim a spot in the finals. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals begins in a moment. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And so off the tip, it's Utah. And what a moment for these teams as this important game 1 of the Western Conference Finals is getting going here. Kirilenko against Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Yao Ming.
You look across the league, so many games are won or lost at the foul line.
And both free throws good for Kirilenko.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
From deep, James buries it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Arroyo. James defending. Shot's good by Arroyo.
Finding a gap in the D and capitalizing.
And here are the Rockets. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for them in the playoffs so far. They've only dropped 2 games.
And they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
Here's Arroyo, following the 3 by Houston. Pass to Collins, and stolen by Yao. Jones in the post, guarded by Kirilenko. Jones, no luck. Collins passes to Mason. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And Collins has got the ball here for Utah. Stevenson outside. Mason with a screen on Jones. Here's Stevenson. Misses in close.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
The time for the ball. There's Lopez with the three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he's knocking them down from deep.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Tag checked in for Collins. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Arroyo. James defending. Now Arroyo. 6 to shoot. Teardrop shot. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Lopez, and out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And Utah making a change here. Ross is checked in, and there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
To the inside. That's good from Kirilenko on the assist from Ross.
The more good work he does inside, the more it helps his entire game.
James dishes to Yao. Count that one.
And just what we want to see from Yao, setting solid screens and helping out.
James against Ross. To the paint. It's stolen by Jones. And, oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the evening. And the first one drops.
Keep in mind with Yao, it's not all about size. He's a skilled player in a big body. And that's a lethal combination.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Stevenson right side. It's stolen by Early. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Jazz trail by 5. And here is Ross. And the jam by Ross.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look. And that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now, here's Stevenson. Still scoreless. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Substitution on the floor. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Stevenson outside. Going inside, and it's denied. Here's Rice. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 3, and a wide open look for Kirilenko. The Jazz again can't hit it. Beyond the arc. Shots good by Rice. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
Something else they've done is really get after it defensively, specifically steals, and how they've done a good job tonight forcing turnovers.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Houston leading by 4. Okay, time for an injury report.
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer for the Jazz let me know the status. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. For a team that is so close to making the finals, this is a huge concern. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And here is Mobley after Karolinko just buried a 3. Nail on a screen on Stevenson. Mobley, and it's blocked by Stevenson.
Snuffed it out. What a timely block that was.
Mobley looking it over Richardson, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Rockets leading by 4. Here's Rice. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Count that bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Malone. The shot from the low post is good. Rockets have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Mobley with it, puts up a deep 3. He can't get that one to fall. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Rockets lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Pass to Malone. Shot clock at 6. With some arc, Richardson gets a wide open look. Good, it's Malone picking up the assist.
And Quentin Richardson is a long-distance specialist. I mean, he makes it rain from deep. Can't give him any space.
And here's James outside. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Here's Collins, and he makes good on the layup.
He absorbed all the hits and finished anyway.
Houston in the lead. The drive by James. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
It's Collins, high post. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And the rejection by James. Shoots over Malone. And James gets it to go. James has got 5 points in the quarter. Jazz trail by 4. Ross passes to Collins. And the rejection by James. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. The offensive rebound. The layup off target. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Malone. Back to Ross. That shot missing. Good D by James. High post Lopez. It's hauled in by Richardson. Carlos Arroyo. He's checked in for the Jazz.
First team foul. Coming out to the floor for the Jazz.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
And what you love about him is he's a team-first guy, willing to do whatever it takes to win.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls for Arroyo. Stevenson, he's checked in for Richardson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Houston's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Fairly respectable. And here's James outside. It's good from long range. James has got 11 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Utah calls timeout. Arroyo. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
James looking it over. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's how you finish off a possession.
Jazz trail by 5. Inside, Collins trying to break free. Stevenson can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Jones for 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Stevenson. Outside, Malone. Back to Stevenson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Ellis is checked in for Houston. Utah also making some changes. Ostertag comes in for Collins. And Karolinko's subbed in for Quentin Ross. James outside. Ellis with the screen for James. Gets the three-pointer to fall. James has got 11 points in the quarter.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Arroyo. James covering. Arroyo the pass to Ostertag. Banked in off the glass. Ostertag's got his first points of the night.
And you know Ostertag loves the high percentage looks, and he'll get physical to get his shot.
Here's Early. Here's Ellis, and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Stevenson outside. Pass to Arroyo. Malone, a screen on James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. 3-pointer. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Karolinko.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Timeout called the Rockets. And the Jazz with some changes. Collins checked in for Ostertag. And it's Mason in for Malone. 1:36 left in the first half of basketball. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Pass to Ellis. Here's Norris, guarded by Mason. There's the 3, and Norris gets it to go. Norris has got 6 points.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Good on the bucket. 14 points for him.
His offensive efforts have been tremendous so far.
Pass to Peeler. Ellis with a screen on Stevenson. Peeler passes to Ellis. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Jazz trail by 4. Here's Mason, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Nail on a screen on Stevenson. Kicks it out to Ellis. Here's Rice. 5 points in the game. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And he makes it look so easy. Rice's fluid shooting form really helps him on those long-range missiles.
Goes up on the high post. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Hoyle's got his second bucket.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
The shot misses. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Rockets on top, up 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Lopez a screen with the shot. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12. Jazz trail by 5. Outside Kirilenko. And Jones sends it back. Deep 2 from Lopez. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Offense can happen that fast. The moment he was lined up, he let it fly.
To the middle. Here's Arroyo. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside, James. Lopez sets a screen for James. That shot misses.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Well, way to finish the play. You can't waste those opportunities.
Houston leading by 5. Just over a minute and a half at pass here in the third quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. You look at James, what a contribution.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number and he knows it.
Here's Collins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Yao Ming. The Jazz have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And that one falls for Collins. And so Collins nails both of them.
And really about as good a free throw shooting team as you're going to see. We're getting plenty of proof of that tonight.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And he gets it to go. James has got the lead up to 8 now for Houston. Utah has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Arroyo. James defending. And the rejection by James. Jones against Mason. Jones looking for an opening. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Kirilenko. To the paint. And the layup is good. Royals got 10 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that tray.
From deep, James traps in the tray.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc. Outside Kirilenko. Mason with a screen on Jones. Kirilenko with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Shoots from 12. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. He's got 16. That's how you do it down there. You got to be resilient in traffic.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Ellis is checked in 3 out. And Utah with a change here, too. Quentin Ross is checked in for Carlos Arroyo. Ellis with the screen for Lopez. Utah with the rebound. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Stevenson dishes to Mason. And Jones sends it back. To the wing right side. Lopez from long range.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Out to the right wing. It's deflected. It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Utah ball.
Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Mason, and he goes in for the dunk.
Pounding it home is always a good feeling.
Houston leading by 3. Here's Early. Drills it from outside. Early's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
You have to be committed on plays like that.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Stevenson outside. To the inside. Ross. And that's off the glass and in. Ross has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
From deep. And it's James missing. Jazz trail by 5. Right at the free throw line. And Stevenson with the basket on the assist by Collins.
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
Jones with the screen on Stevenson. Lopez, no luck. And it's Mason with the ball for the Jazz. 41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Kirilenko the pass to Collins. Another shot. Shot's good from Mason. Mason's got 10.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Rockets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Screened by Nalon. From deep, James. Rebound, Utah. Here's Ross. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Ross has got the lead up to 3 now for the Jazz. That concludes the 3rd quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now Arroyo. Pass to Ross. It's stolen by Early. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. Getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And James picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Houston on D. On the wing, Malone. Lopez covering. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. True on the 14-footer. James has got 15 points here in the second half. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Here's Arroyo. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Boy, it never gets old watching him bang buckets through.
James outside. Picked by Yao. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
With the fadeaway. Malone, no what?
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Picked his pocket. And they're moving it up. Here's Arroyo. Stolen by Jones. Up the floor. And the dunk by Lopez.
And Yao is a very willing passer. And it helps that he's able to see over the defense.
The Jazz call timeout. You look at James. What a contribution.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking him to drop another triple.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mason's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Guys, during that last break, I heard what Jerry Sloan talked to his team about. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
A different look for Utah. Collins comes in for Greg Ostertag. And Kirilenko's subbed in for Stevenson. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Arroyo. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Jones. And they're running. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Down low, here's Kirilenko. The baseline jumper goes down. Kirilenko's got 20 points.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He misses the free throw. Deshaun Stevenson, he's checked in for Utah. And he's good on the second. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. "18 feet out. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
A much-needed hoop right there. What a game.
Timeout called. Rockets. Rockets leading by 4. Lopez outside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And his size is unreal. Ming with the easy board and bucket.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Arroyo kicks to Stevenson. Lopez against Mason. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He's perfect from the line this time. Jazz trail by 6. Now Arroyo. Here's Mason, and he jams it with authority.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
I like how he drew contact and got the foul in the act. Smart play.
Both free throws good from James. Jazz have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Collins, a screen on James. Here's Arroyo. James defending. Arroyo dishes to Kirilenko. Clock at 4. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good for Kirilenko.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Hit by Yao. Here's James. Stolen by Collins. Throws it up high.
Keeping those eyes up court always leads to good things.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. From deep, James. Utah with the rebound. Mason's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here is Kirilenko. Not a lot of room. Shot's good by Arroyo.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Timeout called. Rockets. Houston making a switch. Malon's checked in. 104 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, James. Nails the tray.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
The Jazz called timeout. Here's Kirilenko. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. The Jazz called timeout. Here's Arroyo. James covering. Nice move. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, you have to bring some extra fire and some physicality to your game inside that paint. That's how he gets the shot off despite the foul.
Both good from the line that time.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
The shot. Collins grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Access denied. Time that one perfectly.
In the corner, it's James. And so Houston again turning it over. The Jazz called timeout. Stevenson passes to Kirilenko. Here's Arroyo. Shoots over James. Yes!
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup. but you'd be assuming wrong.
Timeout called. Rockets. Thoughts on what coach wants to do here?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip-in to tie the game. Not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olin, this is Kevin Harlan thanking